We shall be moving to speaking test, and this is part one of your speaking test. Could you please introduce yourself to me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm Shweta. I'm from India, and by profession, I'm a I'm an electrical engineer. And for my masters and higher studies, I am right now I'm preparing for the IELTS.
Okay, so what should I call you then?
You can call me Shweta.
Okay, so tell me about a place that you visited recently.
Rec- uh, Recently, I visited Rajasthan, which is west, which is situated in West India, and it's such a beautiful heritage city. In Rajasthan, particularly, I visited the Pushkar, which was a religious place and known for religious reason. It was a beautiful place, consists of a lake, and that lake has a significant values. Apart from
Okay,
that,
o-
there is
okay,
also a mountain range. So overall, the experience was very good.
okay. So how was the weather when you visited that place?
Weather was little summer, but in winter time we can feel little cold breeze.
Okay. So, would you like to share with whom did you visit the place with?
Yeah, I visited that place with two of my best friends, and we they are my, I think, I can say them as a traveling friend. Everywhere I go with them, and they are very good and we are comfortable with each other.
Okay. So, what is the best thing that you remember about that visit?
The best thing about that place was their people. They were very kind towards the tourist, and the outsiders. And obviously, food was uh, significant. It was different from the other place. So yeah,
Okay. So, we shall proceed to part two of the speaking test. And in the part two, you'll have to talk about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You shall be given 1 minute to prepare for that. You can make notes if you want to. So, in the part two of your speaking test, you have to describe a line that you remember from a poem or a song. You should include what it is, what poem or song it from, how do you know about it, and how you feel about it. Did you listen the question good, or do you want to repeat the question again?
I want you to repeat the question once, please.
Okay. So you have to describe a line that you remember from a poem or a song. The things that you have to include in it is what the poem or song is. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You should include what the line is, what poem or song is it from, how you know about it, and how you feel about it. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
your 1 minute starts now. You should stop writing and start answering the question now.
Yeah. Here is a line. Uh, I will tell you the local meaning of this and obviously English version of this. So this is a line of a song, which is one of my favorite songs and very close to me. So the line is तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ. That means you know everything, mom. Is it? Uh, well, this line represents about the feeling of a kid toward his or her mother. Like everyone is very close to their mother, and there are some incidents we don't share with our parents or anyone else, but somewhere we think that our mother knows everything, knows every bit of our expressions and our emotions. So we just don't need to tell her entire situation. She will know the whole story. So this is what I feel about this song. And this line is particularly um, framed in a song, and that song is a part of a movie, and that movie is called Tare Zameen Pe. That means stars on the earth. It's a super hit movie, and my favorite actor casted the main leading role in this story. So I love the cast, song, line, everything about this.
Okay, yeah, that was good. So with this, we are going to move towards the part three.
Okay.
In the part three, we shall be talking about memory.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
do you think that you're good at memorizing things?
I think I'm good memorizing things only which are related to me. Like I would not say that I can memorize the historical things or date of histories, but I can memorize birthdays or a special event which are related to me.
Okay. Do you think children like the rhythm of the songs or do they like the rhythms of poems?
Would you repeat the question?
Do you think children like the rhythm of songs or poems?
I think children like the rhythm of a song because at that particular age they are not able to understand the meaning and entire situation of the song, so just they enjoy the rhythm.
Okay. So, do you think it is easier for children to learn songs or poems than adults?
Scientifically it's proven that children are faster learners, so I would say yes, it's easier for them to learn the song than adults.
Okay. What can people learn from songs or poems?
I think people songs and poems are like a story framed in an interesting way or in a short form. So it can be story of a life or event or everything. So sometimes uh, line can tell you the entire situation and can you explain, and most of the time this can help you to solve your some complex problems.
Okay. So, Shweta, that was the end of part 3 and the end of your overall speaking session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then now we are here. It's the time for recommendations.
Yes.
Mm, In the part 1, I think that you answered the question 1 a bit longer. You did not need to do that, but yeah, it was good. In the second question, you should have talked about the thing being good or bad, or rather, you talked about it differently because I was talking about the weather, and do you remember it or do you not? I was asking you regarding the weather at the time that you visited, but you went more about like the summer and winter. But yeah, it covers some part of the question, but not specifically. And
Okay.
in the question 3 of the part 1, it was good. Mm, yeah. So overall, in the part 1, it was good. In the part 2, you the timing wise, you were okay, more than okay actually. I let you talk for about 10 seconds more than you needed to talk because it's always helpful, like talking more. And I was about to conclude that you were not going to answer the how you know section, but you covered that. And yeah, actually, that was a very good movie by Amir Khan. And yeah, so that is good. And in question number 3, you spent about 30 seconds in the first question. That was good. You could spend like a bit more, like 10 to 15 seconds more by including one extra sentence. And in the second question, you started with the similar words as the question. Mm, but you made up for that error in the third question because you started the answer pretty well. Yeah. So in the second question, it could be good if you paraphrased it a bit, but still
Yeah.
it was good. Mm, You you did some error, like what have I written here? Yeah. So you said that child brain is. You should have said faster than. You made some error. I do not actually recall the error, but you did some grammatical error, like you mispronounced the words, and yeah. In the question 4, it was good. So yeah, overall it was good, and by avoiding some simple plain errors, you can do better. Okay,